Hey, it's the champ Antonio Tarver. We back with Tarver's Take, man. It's fight weekend. We just days away from undisputed. Uh, Canelo Alvarez versus Jermell Charlo, man, and it's going to be a very contested fight. As I said before in my first Tarver's Take, I don't think much has changed by my outlook on it. We got a chance to see what both guys came to camp with and how camp went. I think both of them really are on their game. I mean, you hear Jamel talking about his mindset and his focus. You know, that's something we thought that he definitely needed to hone in on. And Canelo, man, back to the old. You know, he's showing these videos every now and again with him really moving his head, you know, in and out, slipping. I like what I see coming from the Canelo camp. So it's safe to say that both of these fighters are going to be on their A game, man. It's a lot at stake for this fight. A lot at stake, undisputed versus undisputed. But when it's all said and done, who's going to be standing on top? Man, I really, truly believe, as I said before, Jermell is going to have to conquer himself. He's going to have to control that beast, man. Really not allow Canelo to dictate, you know, the action, meaning control everything that's going on. He's going to have to really, you know, force the issue sometime. I believe when I look at his size on fight night, he's going to look a lot like Bivol size-wise. He's going to really be imposing, I believe. And I think when he get inside those ropes, that's going to make him feel a little bit more comfortable that he's a much bigger guy. But again, don't be fooled by that, because that doesn't have anything to do with punching power. Just because you're the bigger man doesn't mean that you're the better puncher. I think Canelo has proven that he's the puncher in this fight. And I think when it's all said and done, that punching is going to be the exclamation point and what separates, you know, these two combatants, man. I believe Charlo is going to come out early, and if he hold on to that lead, he can put Canelo in a bad place, man, where he's really needing that knockout to secure victory. I believe Charlo's energy is going to be a little bit different than what Canelo is used to. I think when you look at the way he's aggressive, you know, really aggressive at times, that's going to be something Canelo is going to have to get used to. And I believe this type of energy, it's been a while since he fought, you know, what I would consider a real one. You know what I mean? So it's going to be the closest thing to that. Charlo has a different type of gear and speed. So Canelo is going to have to get used to that. He's going to have to fall back on his experience, you know, when Charlo come out with that type of aggression. But I believe if Charlo can really win 4 or 5 rounds, get out front, it's going to be imperative that he do that in order to control this fight, because I don't think he want to go in here looking for that type of knockout or looking for a knockout with a dangerous puncher like Canelo. I think that's the wrong game plan. Not saying that he can't get it done, because he could go in there and just, you know, draw the line in the sand and give us a type of fight that reminds you of a Duran Barkley, that type of fight. You feel me? Where they just, you know, letting it go. You know, both of them are giving as good as they take. Or I can see where Charlo really gets out front, finds his groove and finds his range, and he's winning most of these rounds until late. You feel me? Like, remind us of Chavez, Mildred Taylor, where Mildred Taylor was very, you know, competitive throughout the fight. Most people thought he was winning, but the effect of the blows that he's receiving took a toll on him late in that fight. Even though Mildred was landing punches, a lot of punches, they just wasn't having the effect that Chavez shots was landing on Mildred. And so at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It wore him out, and Chavez was able to get the knockout with less than 10 seconds remaining in the fight. You know what I'm saying? Which right now today is one of the biggest controversial stoppages. Some people say it robbed Taylor of a victory there. But I just wanted to bring you, you old school type of guys, you know, some good feel good memories about great legendary fights like those. And I think when you look at these two athletes, I think we can expect fireworks You know what I mean? I think when you look at the betting odds, I think they have it right. I think they got Canelo coming in, what, 325 favorite. And I think they got Charlo at plus 425. I think when you look at, where these guys are at today in their career, I think that that line is accurate, but this is boxing. And anything can happen. Anything can happen, especially when you're a great athlete, like I think both of these guys are, and have the ability to rise to the occasion. Only the great ones rise to the occasion, man, and do something that nobody really expected them to do. And I think that's an opportunity here Saturday night for either one of these guys to grab that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think Canelo, with his power, man, his power, and with Charlo, is going to have to be take risks, but it's going to have to be calculated risk. Don't get in there throwing bombs away. With a guy like Canelo, man, that can be very hazardous. At the end of the day, I think power going to win out. But over, a very contested fight with Charlo having the ability to win it. But he's going to have to test himself, man, and really test his mental resolve in this fight. If he can hold it together down the stretch, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled it out. But if he don't, I can see Canelo, ending it in emphatic fashion, catching Charlo with one right on the kisser, man, and closing the show. So there you have it. You've been listening to Tarver's Tape. And till the next time, stay tapped in. I'll talk to you then. And I'll see you guys in Vegas.